Let's do it.
All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back with some Bowling Crew. So, this video is more so about the game and the different things that you can do within the game and how you do them and whatnot. So, I wanted to talk about your bowling balls. I wanted to talk about like up at the top there, the missions, the crown case, even the cases and the case slots. Not really so much anything in. We'll start over here. There's not much in here to talk about. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's the shop. You can spend gold here. Gold is the in-game currency that you buy for real money. So you can spend gold to speed up cases. You can the match case, double cards and chips from every match case with that one, and victory chips. You can get 20% extra chips for victories. That's what's in my shop now. As you can see up there, it's available for another day and 8 hours. I assume you get some new special boosts, different ones than that. Obviously, you can buy balls, you can buy cases. The new item thing here, you can watch an ad to get one card of whatever ball is sitting there on the left. You can buy coins with gold, and again, you can buy gold with real money. So that's the shop. They do have some special offers, which can or can't be worth buying. I haven't really seen many. It's not like other games where you have some kind of special offer, at all times. So I have no special offers at the moment. So I wanted to talk about the balls here, and let me do this really, really quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to put all my basic balls back in so that I can talk about setting up what they're calling here the arsenal, right? So you're going to end up and you're going to have all your basic balls when you get started. So you have all your basic balls. So like I have said, so then you have power balls, which you'll get through unlocking cases and stuff like that. You have bounce balls. Again, you'll get those through cases. Precision balls, again, that you get through cases. And then your beginner balls. Now, when you go in and you play, you have 3 frames. And in the first frame, you get 3 balls to select from. And that would be your first 3 balls, the 3 balls at the top. When you use one ball, now it switches. So you would have, the very first frame that you play, the very first time you throw a ball down the alley, you would have first, green, and red, right? Say you throw the first ball first. Because even though you have 3 there, you don't have to play the ball that is first in line. You can play the ball that's third in line. You can play the ball that's second in line. You don't have to play the ball that is first in line. So let's just say, though, for argument's sake, first frame, you throw the first ball first. It's going to slide over. Say you don't get a strike. It's going to slide over. Now your 3 balls to choose from are going to be green, red, and violet. Say you throw the violet ball and you get your spare. Now you move on to the second frame. In the second frame, you're going to have the green ball, the red ball, and the turquoise ball. So say, again, you throw the green ball. You don't get the strike. It's going to slide over. You're going to have the red ball, the turquoise ball, and the pink ball then, right? So this is kind of important when you're picking what ball you're going to use when you change out of your beginner balls, right? So let me go here and just show you. So I've been playing for roughly a week now. I've closed out Alley 3, right? So this lineup and arsenal that I'm going to show you that I've been using has worked for the first 3 alleys. And let's take a quick look at my stats here. So I've thrown 9 perfect games. My average match score is 67. Right, I have my longest win streak is 11. My win percentage is 77. I've played 78 matches, and I have 60 total wins. So this works. This lineup that I'm going to show you works, and it's basically power balls. It's power balls, but there's some thinking and reasoning behind these power balls. So your blue is your common ball. Your orange is your rare ball, and your purple is your epic ball, right? So your epic balls are typically going to be better than your rare ball. Your rare ball is going to be better than your common. Wow, brain fart. Is going to be better than your common ball. So what I do is I put these 2 epic power balls first, and then what I do is I put this epic bounce ball third, right? And then I go back in and I put an epic power ball. I put an epic power ball, and then for the last one, I put a common power ball. Now, the reason that I do this is I'll throw in order. So a little bit of order. I'll throw my comic ball first, and then that'll bring up and I'll if I don't get a strike, I'll have the Cavalera ball. Now the reason that I have the Cavalera ball is the guide is 100. So I can get that ball guide down the alley and onto the pins as I need, so that I can make sure I pick up that spare. Then I throw the Jolly Roger, right? So now you're in the second frame. If I don't pick up that in the first frame, right? Second frame, same thing. If I throw the Jolly Roger, now the Cavalera and the comic ball were gone. Now, whenever after I throw the Jolly Roger, again, if I don't pick up the strike in the second frame, well, now I have the Thor that has a 100 ball guide, right? So now the Thor's gone and the Cavalera, and so now you're back to the beginning, and you have the Inferno, the Big Brother, and the comic ball. So then I'll probably throw like the Big Brother ball. And again, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. If I don't pick up the strike, now the balls that are left for me to pick up my spare are going to be the Inferno ball or the Jolly Roger, which neither one of them really have a good ball guide. So it can kind of come back and get you in the third frame, but it really hasn't happened yet. The power balls, what I found is you can pick up the strike pretty easy. The way I do it is when the needle swings back past the center point, Depending on, excuse me, hook control is where you want to release. So like the comic ball has good hook control, so you want to release it, maybe a third of the way through the bar on the left. The Jolly Roger has 55 hook control, but it has 80 hook. So I'm still figuring out exactly how these numbers correlate to where you release. So with these stats, you release it, halfway through the bar on the right of center. And again, the Thor has 79 hook control, but only 23 hooks. So again, this is, a third of the way past the center. So I'm pretty sure it's the hook control that has to do with where you release. The Inferno 82, that one, again, I release it just about a third of the way into the bar. And then Big Brother, I'm still messing with it. This is a new one, so I believe this one is pretty much like the Jolly Roger, where I go a half to maybe 2/3 of the way through the bar on the left-hand side. So that's the balls. And if you want to change your order, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Say I want to change my Inferno and my Big Brother ball, and I want to put the Inferno or the Big Brother in front of the Inferno ball. What you have to do is basically take both balls out and then put them back in the order that you want. So like I would just do Dragon, throw that there, Viking, throw that there, and then come back down, pick Big Brother, throw that there, and then the Inferno, and throw that there. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt. I wish you could just, say, here, switch these two. You can't select them once they're in your arsenal to swap them. Be a nice change if they could, make it so you don't have to take the ball out and then put it back in to change the order of the balls. But yeah, that's kind of that's what's been working for alleys 1 through 3. So 5 power balls and 1 bounce ball. And you can always play around with it and see what works best for you. So that's how the arsenal works and the balls and whatnot. So let's talk really quick about this interface here. So you got your case slots down here. If you have a case and you pop on the game and it has, say, 12 minutes left for it to till you can open it. Wait, keep the game open until it hits 10 minutes, because once it hits 10 minutes, you can actually open that case without spending any of your coins. You can, or not coins, your gold. You can pop the chests open early by spending gold on them. But if you wait until the last 10 seconds or 10 minutes, you can pop it open for free. The other thing I wanted to talk about were like the missions and the crown case up at the top. You see at the bottom how you have the badges that say 1, so you know it's like a notification, right? And I was thinking this yesterday, like, man, I wish that I missed a mission, was ended, and I was like, man, I wish they would let you know when the mission ends. Well, if you look at the crown case and the missions, you can see the difference of what's finished and what's not. The missions are highlighted kind of in yellow. The crown case is not. When a mission or a crown case is finished, it's going to be filled in with a yellow kind of background. So if I click in my missions, you can see right there. Again, the same with this. see how it says take on the last one there, and it's highlighted in yellow, or the Powerball Master, throw a Powerball 50 times. When I finish that reward over there of 6 cards and 20 keys is going to be highlighted in yellow, and then you go ahead and you tap on it and you get your reward then. It took me a minute to figure that out. It's not blatantly obvious, and now you can see the missions are back to being opaque, and you can see through it down to the wooden alley there. So keep that in mind when you're looking at those as to whether or not you have things finished, because the way the missions work is they're timed, right? So in order to maximize your daily rewards, which is where your missions come from, if it's a 4-hour timer, you want to jump on and collect that at the 4 hours, so the next one starts and you get that 4 hours, and you can get all 3 done in a 12-hour period. So if you wake up in the morning, you jump in, you collect your first one. 4 hours later, you collect your second one. 4 hours later, you collect your third one. So I guess actually you would do it in 8 hours, and then, would have to reset then overnight or whatever. It seems like everything, I'm on the East Coast in the United States, and it seems like everything resets at midnight East Coast time. So keep that in mind as well. And then you have a challenge of the day. I wanted to talk about this real quick. I would say that for this, it's well worth it to at least one time hit practice, watch that ad for 30 seconds or whatever it is, and at least see what the challenge is before you go in and waste your time on it, and give it a try and figure it out. I'm going to try to do, again, I got to figure out how to do this. Everything resets at midnight my time, and I do work a full-time job. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do the daily challenge and get a video uploaded so that I can maybe show you guys how to play the daily challenge and be successful with it and not waste too much time on it. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet, unless I set an alarm to wake up, play it, and then go back to bed, which I don't think I really want to do. All right, so moving on in the interface here, we got your leagues. So you can always check to see where you are in your league. And then it shows you what, you can get all the way up to Master 1. So you got Advanced 3, Advanced 2, Advanced 1, Amateur 3, Amateur 2, and Amateur 1. So I don't see any kind of global. So I don't know if there's a way to, get like a global ranking. Be kind of nice so you could know where you stand in the game. And then you have your friends. So you can always see where you stand with your friends for the season. And then the last one is kind of like the social hub. You can invite friends on Facebook. You can send free chips, or you can watch 30-second ads for chips. Maybe at the beginning it's worth watching those clips for chips, because it's only 50 chips. So, maybe at the beginning when you're playing Jackrabbit Pins and it costs you 50 chips, it might be worth, padding your bankroll by watching some videos to get 200 chips and, make it so that you can get, the bankroll that you need to play on that tour then, So anyway, that is the interface of the game and some of the things that I've learned over the last week of playing the game. starting up after this video here, you'll start seeing videos of gameplay on Skipper's Hook and on Hell's Balls. And I'm going to be getting started on some videos for Golden Sands as well. So keep an eye out for those videos. Anyway, if you could and you would, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for me on the way out. I would appreciate it. If you're new here, you like what you've seen, you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do upload new content. Also, comment in the comment section, share the link. Those two things help tremendously for the channel and the video itself. Also, down in the description, there are links to support my content creation if you feel so inclined to do so, but by no means do you have to. There are just those options available. Also in the description, links to social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Head over to those platforms, give me a follow, send me a friend request or whatever to follow me over there on those platforms. And again, also in the description are links to my live streaming platforms, one on Twitch, so you can head over to Twitch if you like watching live streams on Twitch. You can click on that link, head over there, hit the follow button and that notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live on Twitch. Also, right here on YouTube, I do go live as well, so you can head over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live there. So, with all that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.